Hey guys, good evening. This is Jason. Welcome to the seventh episode of the Sunday night Ask Me Anything Sunday night show. So basically, what we do is every Sunday night at 10 p.m. GMT plus 8. You're actually watching this from Malaysia time right now. Every Sunday night at 10 p.m. for half an hour. Okay, I'll be going live over here on my YouTube channel as well as my Facebook group to answer questions coming from you. So yeah, so basically what you can do here is very simple. You can actually, whether you are watching this on YouTube or Facebook group, feel free to type your questions in the comment section below, and I'll be going over to answer your questions one by one. So this is what we do. Ask Me Anything Sunday Night Show. This is the seventh edition. I'm your host, Jason. If this is the first time we meet, welcome to the show. I'm Jason. I help businesses navigate success with effective Facebook advertising and digital marketing. So the reason you're here probably because you stumbled upon some questions or some challenges that you have on Facebook advertising. You probably watched some of my videos on YouTube, or you probably actually participated in some of my classes. And that's the reason why you're here. Whether you're watching this on the Facebook group or the YouTube channel, welcome again. If this is the first time we meet. If you're already watching this for several times, please say hi. Just drop some hi and let me know that you're watching this with me, right? So yeah. So this session is very special because this is our first AM-based Sunday night show for 2021. Happy New Year again, if you're celebrating, but nonetheless, tomorrow is the time where we are supposed to get back to the grind and we want to get back to work. So are you ready? Are you ready for 2021? Now, what I did for 2021 on the eve, I think on the eve, okay, what I did was I actually completed my blueprint, Facebook blueprint certification, recertification exam. Now, for those who first got to know me, I am actually a Facebook Blueprint certified professional since 2017. Okay, so as a Blueprint certified professional, in order to stay certified, we need to actually sit for the exam again every year. So what I did was during on the eve, when we cross over to 2021, what I did was really to complete my exam. I wanted to do this last week, but I couldn't. And what I completed was the Facebook Blueprint, what do we call buying professional exam. Hi Juan, how are you, man? How are you? Happy New Year, Happy New Year. So when I was actually going through the exam, right? When I was going through the exam, I was actually studying because we really need to study. So while I was studying, I was taking some notes, and I wanted to share with you some of the very important information that I believe that you deserve to know. Hi Nino, hi Chiwai, what's up, man? How are you? How are you? Happy New Year! Excited. Not so much on the excitement per se, but I guess really excited about what's gonna happen in 2021. Hi Danao, hi Mao Danao. I mean, and did I pronounce your name right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you're actually from Philippines, judging from the name. Welcome in, welcome in. I mean, the beauty of this group is where this is where we work with people from all around the world. Okay. Okay. Now, I want to jump on. Okay. Remember, if you have any questions regarding Facebook advertising and digital marketing, you can actually type in the comment below. I'll be going over to answer your questions. Okay. As much as I can. We'll do this for half an hour. So I don't want to actually do this for too long because it's not really that the whole idea here is really to help you quickly go over some of the questions. But today I really want to go over about my Facebook Blueprint recertification exam. Now, one of the things that I wanted to share with you here is when it comes to Facebook Blueprint certification, there are two types of exam at the moment because last time before this year, in fact, since 2017 when I was certified, every year in order to actually to be certified again, we need to go through a full exam. So full exam means we really need to really like go through the whole thing again, study the whole thing again, go through the exam and pay for the $150 per exam. So that's what we need to do. However, this year onwards, they actually changed the format whereby we have the option to sit for refresh or full exam. Now let me actually show you how it works. I'm just gonna share the screen and bring you over. So when we want to get Blueprint certified, before we, this is the email that we will receive, right? It will come and remind us and say that, hey, it's time to think about the recertification again. So this is the email that we received officially from Facebook. It's called the cert matrix. All right. So basically, when we come down here, it says that there are two options. Option one is to take the new online course and assessment, as in like, this is a refresh. This is the refresh. It's called the refresh. Right. This is the refresh option where there are only 20 questions. Okay, there are only 20 questions to once we completed the 20 questions, we need to pass by passing rate of 80%, meaning that we need to get at least 16 questions correct. So this is the first option. I went through this option for my buying professional. And then the next exam that I'm going to take is where I'm going to take the full exam. The full exam means I need to go through the full examination where there will be 60 questions and 105 minutes long. But the interesting part is I just completed my 20 questions exam, the refresher. It gave me 2 hours, 120 minutes. I'm not sure whether this is a bug. But you see, for this full exam, you get 60 questions. They only give me 105 so-called minutes. Okay, so 700 over 1,000 score is a passing score. So this is what I'm gonna do. Now I can't do it right now because I just passed my so-called the partner tier to the preferred partner, where I'm entitled for 6 blueprint voucher. I'll show you about the partner program. So basically, once we are in, right, when we click on this recertification page, okay, then it will bring us to basically, this is the screen that I'll be landed on, right? So this is all the exams available. So I actually used the refresh button already, because for my buying professional, I used to have a refresh button where I need to click on the refresh. I need to go through 5 programs. It's actually about a 1 hour thing. I completed it within about what do we call? I completed it within 2 days or 3. I didn't really pay much attention, although every one of the courses are pretty short, but I was jumping around, right? So this is where I can actually click on and go through the view, and basically you can actually go through your exam history. So this is actually all the exam history that I had. My first exam was the 2nd November 2017. As you can see, this is advertising core competencies, and then after that I had my buying professional on the 7th November, and I had my planning professional on the 14th, and I did it on 18th, and I did it on 2020 March. So this is what I did. This is the external exam, where this is the refresh exam, right? Where I completed this in, yesterday. No, 1st of January. You see, I actually completed this is 1st of January. So it expires on 2022, January 1st. So this is actually the blueprint recertification. So in order to stay certified, we need to go through all these things. So basically, that's how the whole thing works. So that's the blueprint certification. If you want to go through that, I forgot to show you the what do we call the certification badge. So once you are certified, right, then you'll be actually having this badge. Okay, so this is my latest badge. And then you see the expiry date is going to be on the 6th of March 2022. Now, basically, if you go back to the dashboard, it shows all the badges. We had some old badges over here. These are the old badges, and this is the new one. So basically, this is how the Facebook blueprint. So I have a question from Dana, says, what organization provide the Facebook blueprint cert exam? The blueprint exam is hosted by Pearson View or something like that. Okay, so you need to actually go over and pay on the Pearson View, and then eventually you will have to go through the Proctor exam, whereby the exam you need to be in a very locked room, and then they will actually do it on your webcam, and to make sure that there's nothing pasted on the wall and nothing on the table, and you're not allowed to leave the camera. Once you leave, you are considered as you fail. So it's very creepy. In fact, somebody is watching over you through the camera. So that's what's going to happen. So it's by Pearson View. So once you completed the exam, then you will be having these badges on your acclaim, what do we call, or acclaim, so-called your acclaim. This is really where they display all the badges. So that's how the whole thing works. Okay, so that's what I have regarding the blueprint certification. So I just went through the refresh, and I'm going to take the full exam for my another paper. I completed buying. So the next one I'm going to do is the planning professional. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. So while I was studying for the buying professional, buying exam, okay, one thing I actually noticed was in the program, as in the courses they provided us, I saw a very heavy mention on one thing, which is what we call the machine learning for Facebook ads. Every year when we were going through the like restudying the materials to prepare ourselves for the blueprint recertification exam, I personally will go through the exercises, as in go through the study, the materials to make sure that I stay on top of things. So one of the things that I highlight here is, in fact, they restructured the whole thing again. So this year they've put a lot of emphasis in terms of inside the learning material. They put a lot of emphasis on the machine learning for Facebook ads. So one thing they actually coined lately is what they call the campaign liquidity. Now, when it comes to campaign liquidity, I actually have a few notes over here. Let me actually share it with you. So basically, when it comes to campaign liquidity, Facebook mentions there are 4 areas of campaign liquidity that we need to maintain a certain level of liquidity in order to let the machine learning to learn itself, to optimize, to make in a way to actually create, to actually get better outcome for your Facebook ads campaign. So the first area is really the device. Okay, whereby it could be which device you want to optimize in and all that. So the second area is the placement, and the third one is the budget optimization, and the fourth one is the objective and optimization. So when they want to look at basically the machine learning, as in like to maintain a certain level of campaign liquidity for machine learning, what they are emphasizing, what they are recommending is to make the whole thing a lot more broad. So one thing that actually captured my attention is that they actually recommended broad targeting, whereby you don't put any detailed targeting options. And they say that by doing so, it allows the machine learning to really find people, because the argument is this. They say that a lot of times when we put in the detailed targeting, we're actually limiting the possibilities. As in, like they say that if you go for people who are interested in food, what if those people who are not interested in food may have the intention in buying your product because of other reasons? So what they're suggesting is let it go broad. Instead, they will focus on the action. That's why one of the areas that they're highlighting here is the objective. That provided that you must be able to lock down and define which objective is really the objective that you're looking for. Like, for example, right, this is really a classic example. When you're trying to get people to click to your website and you're using what do we call the video view objective, that's totally crap. Okay. And on the other hand, is you want to get people to visit your website, but you're using the boost button, that is also something that is totally wrong. So everything has got its route. The first thing is you really have to know which action matters to you. And then after that, you let the system optimize. So that's what they're actually recommending. So one of the area is really on the objective and optimization. In fact, that requires thorough understanding, as in like advertisers moving forward will really need to understand what action you want to get, because as they emphasize on the machine learning, I believe, okay, you will see very distinctive different results. Let's say, for example, what we're observing right now is you go for certain objective, you have very low CPM, okay, and very low CTRs per se. And the CTR CPM combination can be very distinctively different, although you're targeting the same bunch of people with the same audience targeting settings. But the moment you choose the wrong objective, the different objective, you will see very, very distinctively different results. So that's one of the things that we want to highlight. So that's what I see that is quite important, because machine learning will become the main theme of Facebook advertising moving forward. So I think it's very important for us to understand from a few aspects. Let me repeat, there are 4 things, right? So the first one is the objective and optimization. Second one is the budget, which is later I want to talk about this on the CBO part. And the fourth one is placement, and the last one is the devices. So these are the 4 areas that you want to actually look into. Remember, if you are watching this, if you have any questions, you can actually post the questions in the comment below and I'll go over them. I already noticed some of the questions that I have here. Like, for example, we have Alex over here. Okay, let me bring this up from Alex. Okay, Alex was saying, this is Alex from Bangkok. Hi, Alex, welcome in from Bangkok. So how many countries we have? Which country are you from right now? We have Alex from Bangkok. We have Wan and Chiwai from Malaysia. We have somebody from Danao from Philippines. Where else are you from? Yeah. So okay. Now, Alex is asking, is it worth to run Facebook ads for your Lazada shop, like CPass for Shopee? I would say yes, because you see, I mean, this is one thing that this is a hardcore fact that we have to face. If you're not doing anything to drive traffic to your Lazada or Shopee store, the traffic won't come just like that, especially for Lazada. What I understand from all the students that I have that sells on the marketplaces would be Lazada has relatively lesser advertising, in-platform advertising tools compared to Shopee. So that makes a very total, reason where you need to really consider doing whatever you can to bring traffic to your Lazada or Shopee store. That's why I had a course called the Facebook Ads for Shopee. In fact, the whole framework is really suitable to apply on Lazada store as well, because their feedback, the course was actually sold more than 500 copies already at the moment. We only started selling it since August, and we have been improvising the content from time to time as we receive feedback and suggestions and even new updates from the students that we have, right? So what you need to do really is because the biggest challenge when you're trying to drive traffic to marketplaces like Lazada and Shopee would be when you drive traffic over there, the disconnection starts when the person click over to Lazada or Shopee. So what we need to do is we are using our two-step funnel framework uh, to actually design the advertisement in a two-tier manner, where the first advertisement is to really capture the intent and make people click over. And when they click over, we have mechanisms in place to capture that, okay, this is a person who clicked. This is a person with the intention. Okay, that's very important, because when we are able to capture that, okay, then we are able to do retargeting, even though we don't have a pixel, or even we don't have CPass access on Lazada or Shopee. So because CPass is not available for everyone, so we designed the program to really help those people who don't even have CPass access can actually do this two-step funnel framework where you can do retargeting. So to answer your question again, Alex, definitely we need to run ads. It's not about worthy or not. I think we need to do it. So the question remains is, how do we do it right? How do we make sure that we get the most highly valuable, high quality clicks over? And how do we optimize for conversion with our retargeting campaign using our two-step funnel framework? So yeah, you can look at our Facebook ads for Shopee course. I think that's totally something that you should look into. Alternatively, you can join my 6-day challenge. I have a few of my past students over here who actually joined my 6-day challenge. This is where I work with you for 6 days in a row, from Monday to Saturday, every day at 3:30 p.m. GMT plus 8 Malaysia time. I will teach you for an hour every day for one specific lesson. 6 days later, you will learn over my shoulder to see how I do it, and learn how to build your own two-step funnel framework. It's really a very meaningful program. So we conduct this in a closed Facebook group, and within the Facebook group, after the lesson, you can ask questions and you can watch the replay within the group as many times as you want. And yeah, it's a very meaningful training. I've learned with over 500 people from all around the world since September. And I think it's really a program that you should seriously consider joining if you want to get serious about Facebook advertising. So that's about my 6-day challenge. Okay, now thank you for the question, Alex. Now, before that, I want to go over to one of the things that I learned, which is another thing that I realized that Facebook emphasizes a lot is what we call the CBO. Now, what is CBO? CBO is campaign budget optimization. So what CBO does is, CBO really optimize, let's say, for example, when you have multiple ad sets within a campaign, meaning that, let's say, you're going to drive traffic campaign, and then you are trying to target, maybe ad set A, you're targeting male, ad set B, you're targeting female. So what Facebook is arguing here is that not every ad set is equally spending and optimizing for its optimized opportunities to get the best result. So normally when we do our ad set at the, when we do our budget control at the ad set level, we would do like maybe, let's say, male, female, 50-50. So when we do 50-50, chances are, male ad set may have more opportunity because the intention of clicking is higher, but we are limiting it at $50 a day, meaning that after that, it will stop. So they say that they will miss opportunities to optimize. So what they do is when it comes to CBO, meaning that you're actually doing the campaign budget optimization, you set the campaign level budget whereby you put, instead of 50-50 male female, you put 100 on the campaign level. So what Facebook would do is they would do real-time learning and adjustment. Okay, so what they do is, let's say, for example, when they see more opportunities on the male, they will automatically move more budget from female to the male, and then they optimize it. So they say, they argue, over time, it's going to help you get more clicks or more result at the lower cost because it adjusts over time. And another thing they argue here is when you do that, okay, it reduces the time or the learning phase, for the machine learning to learn to optimize for the outcome. So that's what they say. But when it comes to CBO, there is always a school of thought. So this is what is campaign budget optimization. So that's CBO. Now, Facebook first introduced CBO in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. And then they were saying that by 2019, they want to go full force. And then after that, they delay again until 2020 April. They decided that, oh, okay, now CBO is going to stay and the ad set budget control is going to stay. So both things is going to stay. So that become a very huge argument among people, among Facebook advertisers, whether should I go for this or that? I have no idea which one is that, you see. So basically, that's the thing. And then that's why I want to quickly go over. I want to give you a quick comparison between CBO and ad set budget optimization. In fact, I just kind of give you a better picture, but let me go through that again. So CBO means, let's say you have male and female. Okay, that means that you actually control. Let's say you're supposed at first you want to spend $50 on male, $50 on female. Then instead of going through the ad set level control, you put it at the campaign level, whereby you put 100 on the campaign level budget, where the campaign will actually automatically adjust whether they want to go for male. When they see more opportunities on a male ad set, they will push the budget down, and then over time it will automatically adjust from time to time to see whether which part has got more opportunities to get you more result at the lower cost. Whereby ad set budget optimization is where you really put a strict control at the ad set level. Of course, CBO can have the option to do the budget, the ad set spend limit, whereby you can set the minimum budget and maximum budget. But what Facebook is suggesting here is when you go for CBO, don't put strict the budget control. And for those who have experience, right, if you do CBO and then you want to control like maybe 50-50 here, like for example, you still want to have this kind of control, it actually kind of like, make it a bit more complex to manage, if you ask me. So there was a time where I had a campaign with 5 ad sets. So certain ad sets I put the limit, certain ad sets I don't. The moment I want to scale the budget, for example, I want to push it to 20% and 30%, it become very, very massive for us to remember which one I actually did a limit and all that. That's why, to a certain extent, ad set budget optimization still have a bunch of people who prefer to do this. I personally prefer to go for the ad set budget optimization, whereby I would have very strict control. Let's say male, female, I want to have 50-50. I have my reason I want to put 50-50. And for those who know our two-step funnel framework, it's really important for us to go 50-50 or, ad set budget control, because we want to have a very strict budget distribution for our tier 1 and tier 2. So that's what I do. But nonetheless, this is really the fundamental differences between the CBO and the ad set budget optimization. Now, when should you use CBO? I think that's a very interesting so-called question that I received from you guys, especially during our 6-day challenge. There were people who pro CBO. Now, when should you use CBO? Now, in my opinion, I think you should use CBO when you have a campaign that has multiple ad sets, and then you want to really let the machine learning to help you get the best result. And fundamentally, although you have multiple ad sets in your campaign, you don't have very strict so-called budget control mechanism where you don't have any particular reason where you want to put really more budget for female, or and lesser budget for male. If you don't have that kind of thing in place and you have multiple ad sets, now what could it be what could be the scenario where you have multiple ad sets under a campaign? Now you probably want to have a campaign that breaks different age group, for example. Let's say 18 to 24, 25 to 34, 35 to 44, for example. That makes multiple ad sets. And for this thing, you don't have any particular reason where you want to get more result from the 25 to 34, then I would say go for CBO. That will help you optimize. And the machine learning will actually accelerate the learning and make better judgment in terms of driving you better result at a lower cost. So that's my opinion when you should use the CBO. Now, for those who don't know me, I'm not a person who is pro CBO. You know, when it comes to CBO, put it this way, it's really to let the campaign control which one to spend. But for those who know me, I have this two-step funnel framework. Now, fundamentally, when it comes to two-step funnel framework, I want to spend more money on my tier one campaign, which is, you know, whereby, you know, this is really for me to reach as many people, fresh people as possible, to bring them into my universe. So this one, I will spend more money, usually by, you know, 70 to 80% of the budget. And for my retargeting campaign, although I may go for the same objective, which is like, for example, Lazada and Shopee, I would go for both, go for traffic. So I could put all these into under the same campaign. But I would want to spend 70% on my, you know, tier one campaign, and I want to spend 20% or 30% on my retargeting campaign. So the moment I do this kind of campaign structure, I need to make sure that I'm not spending too much money on my tier two, because I want to avoid ad fatigue. I want to avoid overreaching. So that's the reason why I'm not a person who is really pro the CBO, campaign budget optimization. So yeah, if you want to find out more about my two-step funnel framework, you can actually join my 6-day challenge. It's really something very interesting. We actually kind of like finalized the campaign, and we started kind of experimenting this method since 2016. And until 2018, it guided over 5 million ringgit in ad spend. In that particular year itself, that's when we really stabilized the whole framework. And you know, since then, since 2016, I think we have learned with close to about few hundred businesses, and it's really proven working for over 90% of, you know, businesses or students or coaches that we work with has seen significant improvement in terms of ROI, in terms of, you know, overreaching issue. You reduce budget waste and you achieve different kind of branding outcomes. So that's why you should really consider you know, joining the 6-day challenge to learn the two-step funnel framework. Now I want to go over to another question coming from I think this is a question coming from Shavin. Shavin say, if you have installed Pixel in your website, do I still need instant experience for your ad? If you already have Pixel, then you see, the reason why we want instant experience, you probably have learned from my what do we call the, you know, either Facebook ads for Shopee course. So when it comes to Facebook ads for Shopee, the reason why we use instant experience is because we are not able to capture after the click. Meaning that when a person click on the ad and go over to Shopee store, I would lost the connection, and I won't be able to do meaningful retargeting if I'm not able to capture the click. That's the reason why we use instant experience as a medium before they go over. So that's when we do that. However, if you already have a website and you have your Pixel installed and everything, right, I would recommend to really go for, you know, don't need to go for instant experience, because instant experience may create friction. So what is really a friction? This is what we observe. 100% who click on the instant experience on any link in the instant experience, we probably will only capture about 60 to 70%, you know, to really land on the destination. So there will be a friction to reduce people, you know, 100 people, you may only capture about 60 to 70%, you lost 30%. So that's one thing that if you already have a website, you would drop instant experience. I would not recommend to go for instant experience, because it would become a friction. So that's the difference. Thank you for the question, Sharvin. All right. Yeah, and we have Alex saying you have joined the 6-day challenge. Welcome. Look forward to that. Yeah, the next 6-day challenge is going to start on the 11th of January. This is our first 6-day challenge in 2021. I'm so excited. So yeah, you should join it. Now, I have another thing that somebody asked me this question. That's why I was thinking maybe I should just go over it. Somebody asked me, what is Facebook Partner Program? I just had a chat with my, you know, so-called Facebook account manager. You see, partner program, you need to enroll, I think, but we were invited. So as a partner program, let me quickly show you. Let me bring up the screen. So as a partner program, right, you have this partner center. Okay, so this is the partner center if you are already enrolled into the partner program. So this is the business manager. This is still inside the business manager. So what you do is inside, when you click on these 9 dots, okay, you scroll down, then you'll be able to see this partner center icon. I'm not sure if you don't have, you know, if you're not in the program, whether you're able to have this button available. But I think if you have it, you should be able to request access. Now, when you are inside the partner center, so this is really the partner center. So when you move around, then they will say that, is there any issues around? All right. And then they will have this is home, right? So, and we will go through the growth insights. Now, growth insights is really to show you where are you now. Everybody started as an account tier, and then once you have achieved certain, threshold, then you are up level to, we just unlocked the preferred tier, and you can see here it's still pending. That's why when I spoke to my account manager the other day, she said, because I was asking for because later I will show you the benefit of it. We get 6 free blueprint exam voucher. So I was thinking, might as well I wait for it. I don't want to spend the money first, right? So it shows that I have in the past 180 days, this is really the past 180 days, my business manager has managed about 328,000 US dollar. Okay, and you have multiple paths of qualifying to the next tier. So you have path A where you need to spend about 650,000, and then path C is you want to manage more pages. So it's either way. Either you spend more money or you actually manage more pages. That could actually help you achieve the next tier. Now, this is really, I'm already at the path B where the spend is already here. Now, if you want to go for premium, now premium agency has got totally different kind of outcome, right? So when you want to go for premium, right, it says you need to spend about $2.3 million, right? Dollars, that's bloody dollars. Okay, this is US dollars. Okay, $2.3 million in 180 days to be qualified for this. And then, of course, there are different paths. This is 4.6, and the other one is 400 pages. So you either manage a lot of account or you manage a lot of pages. That would help you qualify to be the next tier. Now, what are the benefits that we get? Now, as a Facebook marketing partner where we are right now, you get multiple benefits. First thing first, let's take a look at the resources. You have different resources, right? And then this is what I wanted. Okay, as a preferred, I have this blueprints certification exam vouchers. It says I have up to 6 vouchers. I can actually go up to 6 vouchers. Yeah, it says please note that we issue a maximum of 6 exam vouchers per agency at this time. Good enough, right? So I'm just gonna use that to get my exam. And then what are the other resources available? As a preferred, normal one, and it's very much normal. As a preferred, you get in-person blueprint training. I'm actually looking forward to that because I'm planning to get new certificates. There are several new certificates right now. So I would like to see what kind of in-person training that you'll get. So in terms of support, right? Other than just normal customer support, we will get prioritized issue, technical support, and creative consultation. And if you are a premium agency, you get extra things like measurement, research initiative, and marketing science consultations. So that's the cool thing, right? As a premium. And then other than that, and if you are premium, you're entitled for this agency summit and measurement masterclass, but at least we get exam testing, creative workshop, and the recognition where we will actually be the agency success story, and we'll get partner badges and directory listing. So that's pretty much the marketing partner program that we can get. So yeah, so that's that. For those who I'm not sure, let me check because I'm gonna have next week I have a call with my account manager. So let me ask if there is any way to apply. If you want to enroll into the program, you probably want to check your email. They actually send the email because they say that the program was only launched in September 2020 to the rest of the world, to our region, to APAC region. So if you are entitled, you should have received an email to get you to enroll. If not, you probably want to check your email to get that, right? So yeah. Now, before I go over, I wrap this, I have another question from, I think this is from, who is that? Nino. Nino, you actually posted this question in one of my video earlier. You're asking how to share custom audiences or lookalike audiences to other Facebook ads account. Okay, so let me quickly show you. How do we share custom audiences or lookalike audiences to our other Facebook ads account? So let me bring you to the screen. So I want you to look at this. So this is all my custom audiences and my lookalike audiences. All right, so I could have my custom audiences and lookalike audiences. So let's say if you're looking at lookalike audiences, where's my lookalike? Where is that? Lookalike. Okay, let's say this is the lookalike audiences. You have to go in here through, click on the 9 dots, scroll all the way down, look for audiences. Okay, and then inside here, you look for the lookalike audiences that you're looking at, check on it, and you can share. Just need to type in the ad account ID or name, then you'll be able to share the, the audience. So you're able to share lookalike audiences and custom audiences. Both you can share. So let me show you. So this is a custom audiences. Same thing, you can share. You just need to get the, ad account ID, then you're able to share it over. All right. So that's, for Nino's question. Thank you so much for the question. So that's how you share that in between. Now, before we wrap, we have another question from Alex. Creative, which one is better to use in Facebook ads, video or picture? I can't just plug the thing because it depends on the industry that you have, whether you're doing this for what kind of product that you're targeting, what kind of framework that you'll be using even, so yeah, indeed, I mean, basically there is no right or wrong when it comes to video or picture, but when you go through my 6-day challenge, you will know that I prefer video for my tier 1, and then for my tier 2 is pretty much open. The reason why, because we are able to use the video view as a retargeting options in a way to capture intent. But we will go deeper on this thing during the 6-day challenge, Alex. Don't worry about that. So that's how we can actually do this together. Yeah, so that's what I have. Thank you so much for the question. I overrun a little bit today by 6 minutes. Yeah, so let's quickly wrap this. This is really me sharing. This is how we do it. This AMA Sunday night show where I'll go live for half an hour, okay, slightly more than half an hour sometimes, to answer Facebook ads questions coming from you. So if you like what we are actually doing here, you should invite your friend to join this group, or you share this YouTube channel to your friends to make sure that everybody will actually, who is really interested to learn about Facebook advertising will come over to learn together with us. It's not just about me. You see, a lot of times it's really about you, where, it's really where we come together accumulatively as a community to make each and every one of us a better Facebook advertiser. So if you want to work with me in a more serious manner and a more structured manner, I would strongly recommend that you join my 6-day challenge. The next one is going to be on the 11th. You can go to my website and look for the link, or you go to any of my YouTube videos. You'll find the link under in the description to join the next 6-day challenge. I really look forward to learn with you. So the next AMA Sunday night is going to be the day before the next 6-day challenge. Is going to be on the 10th of January. So prepare your questions, and anything, just type into the comment below so we were actually able to learn together. So that's it. This is what we have for today AMA Sunday night show. Thank you for watching, whether you're watching this on the Facebook group or the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being with me tonight, and Happy New Year again. I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye.